And we back. We are back. We are back, man. So if you're an NBA fan, you love basketball, you're an NBA fan, I'm pretty sure you've been hearing all the news regarding Kyrie Irving and his situation with Brooklyn, and all the things that go into that. But man, today in today's video, I wanted to for those Brooklyn fans out there, now in my opinion, I think even though it seemed like maybe Kyrie, if it do come true that he's probably not gonna be with y'all, for the foreseeable future. I just wanted to bring a little comfort to Brooklynnets fans on why it might not even actually matter for this team. Before we get into it, man, leave a like, subscribe, comment on the video. If you love NBA content, like and comment on the video, man. Leave some comments on how you feel, especially if you're a Brooklynnets fan. So leave some comments and so if you love Bulls content, I'm a Bulls fan at heart. When it comes to the NBA. So yeah, man. Let's get into it.
The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Blows in, shot on the goal! Too big, too strong, too fast, too good!
Kyrie Irving, man. Kyrie Irving. If you a Brooklyn Nets fan, I know probably at this point you probably tired of all the drama that's going around with all this. You probably ready to move on and ready to focus on the team at hand. That's already good without Kyrie, and that's funny because that kind of leads into my point where. If it proves true that Kyrie is not going to be with you guys for the foreseeable future, I don't think it hurt y'all, man. I really don't, man. But first I wanted to get into Kyrie and this situation before I, focus on the team per se. Kyrie, man. So Kyrie, as it turns out, the team is pretty much, wiping his hands. Like they're telling Kyrie, like, man, if you don't want to get vaccinated, we basically we gonna move on. As it seems that the Brooklyn front office is tired of the drama. They ready to move on, and now as far as Kyrie goes, I think it kind of came out that Kyrie was saying that it's necessarily not the fact that he wants to get the vaccine. It's just the fact that he something regarding I can't remember the direct quote, but I put it up. But it was something regarding that. Basically, he's just upset at the fact that people like the regular people who has jobs that if they don't get the vaccine that they aren't able to work. That's his kind of frustration. I know I'm misquoting them, but it was somewhere on the lines of that. Now something too I want to get out the way for all the people that's talking about Kyrie is not generous, he's a-hole, blah blah blah, this and that. That is far from the truth, man. Like and I'm gonna put it up, man. Kyrie has done a lot for people, for different movements, and that's something I will say. I think Kyrie gets a bad rep out, man. Kyrie at heart is a good dude, man. Like for all those people who's trying to bash him, he's talking about he's a bad person, this and that. That is far from the truth, man. Kyrie Irving is a really good dude, and I just wish that part was kind of highlighted more for Kyrie. And like I said, I can kind of see this both ways, because like if you look at the team perspective, like the team perspective is like probably in their minds, what Kyrie is doing and what he stands for, they probably don't have a problem with. But it's just the NBA, man, and the NBA is a business, and the way they look at it, man, if you're not helping us on the court, you know, we really don't. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing for us. Like, you know, so we gotta wipe our hands with you. So I kind of see it from the team standpoint too. Now this could change. Maybe Kyrie do just decide to get the vaccine, and then he, of course he's back with his team. But right now where it stands, it seems like, Kyrie, is focused on other things, and his mind is other places, like, bigger than basketball, and for that standpoint, I respect Kyrie for that. Like, hell, maybe it's good for Kyrie to retire and focus on those, issues, outside of basketball. But like I said, I can understand it too from the team perspective and fans perspective. That's like, look, dude, like, we trying to compete, we trying to win a championship, and if you don't want to do such other things, hey, dog, like, we don't mind moving on from you. Now, looking at more from the team perspective, I don't think this really hurts Brooklyn at all. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, Kyrie is an all-world like player, and if he was, with Brooklyn, it just makes them the favorite to win it all. But without him, it's kind of like they still the favorites, but I can see it getting a little challenging because you don't have that Kyrie Irving that he's like the cherry on top of like this big cake that Brooklyn already has. And without him, it's funny, like, Brooklyn is still a good team. Like, you still have 2 All-Stars, and KD and Harden, and you have a lot of good surrounding pieces on that Brooklyn team. A lot of good surrounding pieces on that team. So in a way, Brooklyn, I feel like Brooklyn doesn't really, hurt from this. Like, of course, losing Kyrie is big, but man, look, dude, sign me up for KD and Harden any time of the day. Like, you give me those two like, All-Stars, like, forget about it, man. Like, that's good enough, especially in the East. Especially in the East, that they still could be looked at as favorites. Now, without Kyrie or whatever, that it kind of the gap kind of gets closer, especially with Milwaukee versus if Kyrie was with him. That gap between Brooklyn and Milwaukee for me is way wider. But like I said, if you're a Brooklyn Nets fan, man, like, I know you probably got the same mindset. Like, you're not concerned about this team. Your team is still stacked. Your team still should be good, and also too, with potentially this situation being resolved, where in the matter where Kyrie just decides, okay, what if he decides, I'm done, with basketball, I want to focus my attention on other things, or what if Brooklyn, like Brooklyn just did, they kind of just wipe their hands with it, and kind of like, all right, dude, you figure out what you want to do over here, and we're gonna be, focused on what we trying to do. Like, them coming out and clarifying that, it lifts that cloud away from the team, that drama cloud that Brooklyn doesn't have to worry about anymore, and Brooklyn kind of just can focus on what they came into the season trying to do, and that's to win an NBA championship. So I kind of see it from they standpoint of like wiping their hands of the situation and like, all right, dog, we moving on, we focus on our goals and what we trying to accomplish this season. So yeah, man, those are kind of just my quick thoughts on the Kyrie Irving situation. And while moving on from him, it probably wouldn't be a bad thing. I can see it from both sides. Like, from Kyrie's side of things, of like, him kind of figuring out what he want to do and figuring out like his path. And from Brooklyn's side of things, of like, we done with this. We wiping our hands of this. We're focused on this team and what we trying to accomplish. Because at the end of the day, like I said, the NBA is a business, and the NBA is a business. But hey, man, shout out Kyrie, man. I love Kyrie. Like, the things he's doing, I don't have a problem with the things he stands for and the things he wants to get accomplished and do. But like I keep on talking about the same point. The NBA is a business, man, and teams, they got their own goals and what they're trying to accomplish, and if you're not producing that on the floor, then it's like, we don't. Now, as far as them getting traded, I feel like that'll be a little difficult because what team will really take Kyrie? Like, not necessarily for his talent, just because, you know, teams don't even know if he's gonna play for or play for, you know, a particular team if they do make that trade for Kyrie. So I could kind of see trading him being a little hard, especially right now. Now maybe, you know, as the season move forward, you know, certain teams kind of struggle and maybe they get desperate and make a move for Kyrie. But I feel like Brooklyn, man, it is, you know, in trying to trade him, that they probably like, look, whatever we can get back, like, because I mean, I get that's understandable, like. Like, fam, you have 2 All-Stars, so if you can get like some type of role player and a pick or something, I'm pretty sure if you're Brooklyn, you'll be happy about that. Because at least you get something for Kyrie if you do go with the trade route. But that's gonna be it for me, man. Those kind of my thoughts on the situation. I just kind of wanted to give my quick thoughts. And like I said, man, if you're a Brooklynnets fan, if you're an NBA fan, if you're a Bulls fan, 'cause I'm a Bulls fan. Sorry, Brooklyn, but I'm a Bulls fan. But if you love the NBA overall, man, leave a like, comment, subscribe on the video, man. I do a lot of NBA content on the channel, a lot of NBA content, and I don't want you to miss it. Like, you know, I have a lot of stuff lined up that I want to get done for the channel, so I don't want you to miss it. Like, comment, subscribe on the video, and that's it for me. We out.